This has been something that people have asked me to do for ages. But despite that, Welcome Back to MTR is a musical project. Each album tells a different story. Why is this one super special? I do trust Wikipedia. So what's this project? So progressive rock metal. Aha. So they're dubbed rock operas. So is this, I don't know, I'm a little bit confused. Because I know this is a long piece of music. Am I meant to be, do I have to have context? And like, people do this as a reaction, but is this something that needs an analysis? So it looks like the charismatic voice, she's done it with 45 minutes. There's quite a few. Like, is it 16 minutes? So they just listened to it and that was it, right? And Doug did it as well. All right. What am I in for? What do you expect? What do I expect? Why are you listening? I'm going to try to entertain you with background. Oh, this is cool. Is this a game? First track of the album and all 11 main singers.
A silence so deafening.
Having like all of these people, like amazing vocalists, and I know Floor makes an appearance, so having James Labrie. You know, I got to listen to Dream Theater's new song too, to be honest. Sorry.
As the stillness surrounds us, a rush of fear is surging through our veins. A shadow so menacing darkens our horizon.
Ah, he sounds so cool, James.
What have we done? Is this the end? When death descends.
Key change, going straight in. Oh. Interesting. You know what I'm loving? How he's justifying, especially the tone colors in this, because musically we will look at it is he's clearly chosen all of these instruments for whatever purpose. And then to justify James's tone color that's coming out is really one of the biggest things that you're doing when combining instruments is going, how do they sound? What effect do they give? And how do they sound together? Jethro, but give me the cello any day. Oh. This is gorgeous. The harmony. Do you know what's cool? And I've spoken about this so many times in my analyses. The rhythmic unison. So having the violin there playing the melody and the drums accenting each note of the melody. Dum, bum, 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 bum. We'll go back and hear it. And then there's a bass guitar as well, or a bass instrument. Again, playing the same rhythm. And that's what really lifts this to be epic. Focus on the rhythm, regardless of what the pitches are of the melody. Hear it without me interrupting this. It's the cello and the bass, right? And then an organ synthesizer. Here we go. Okay, drop detuning. I'm not with that, sorry. He's the Australian guy, right? Gorgeous vocal tone. Or is he the Australian guy? He is amazing. Oh my god. Such a strong tenor. How many layers has she added? Because that melody itself is layered in unison, and it has the whole time. I said, do I need a background for this? No, because this is provided already. So you've got Tommy Rogers, who's very got this very kind of clear vocal tone. It's only him. Whereas, was it Simone has a layering, but I don't know how many layers in unison, which really affects tone color. Here we go. There's at least 3. And then you go into harmony after that. So we'll see how many parts harmony. Yeah, many parts harmony. So they were all together. So that was interesting. They were all together. They were all together in unison, and then they separated. And that was really cool because they could have just had her singing on her own without layering her vocals on in unison, but they've done that and then they've split, which is pretty cool. Rhythmic unison, we've spoken about it before. Rip time. Hammond, yeah. These are not combinations you have so often. And they're in rhythmic unison too. Triplets.
I always knew this would happen. Not many believed in my cause. I'm sure they will all turn to me now. I'm sure I am the only one who can save us.
Really big. I mean, that's so interesting, that big change that just like, and he used the term galloping, which is a really cool word to use. And I know it wasn't with reference to the drums, but just having that on the hi-hat. And again, we so much rhythmic unison going on here with most of the instrumental parts. And we explained that before. So much going on with effect. I don't know what the vocal coaches are discussing on this. Because there's a lot to talk about vocally, but I prefer to not focus on that.
I always knew they would need me. Not many showed faith in my plans. I'm sure they will listen to me now. I'm sure that I'm the only one who can
And that's the first time as well, is that the Hammond is working independently with the electric guitar, whereas before you had playing its chords with the same rhythm as the electric guitar, but now it's kind of moved off and working independently. So by the way, these are all real drum sounds, no samples. It really helps the big room. Yes. Oh, no, not anymore. My bad. And that's layered too. So cool. Here we go again. Yes. Thank you. Thank you. It won't be progressive. There wasn't at least one reprise. Beautiful. So he's the Aussie. Oh, it's so nice. That was cool. And again, just having this bottom guidance to us as listeners on the roles that all of these instrumentalists and vocalists have played is amazing. And so he made that melody himself, and we're obviously talking about the harmony as well, so not just the melody. There was the sustained synth chords underneath. So my assumption is that he created the melody and the harmony, and Arjen put that harmony into the synth. Did he do that part? Yep. So cool. Rhythmic innocent. Beautiful. I've been told never to stop in the middle of a guitar solo, which is why I left that long. And we've actually gone through 10 minutes of this already. That's huge. And here again, I feel like I'm not really giving much, and that this is just me listening to it and just commenting on every so often, which I feel is a bit of a rort for you guys. Firstly, absolutely not understanding the storyline. Secondly, it is so clear, though, the intentions behind Arjen here in creating this diversity of tone color, or timbre, if you want to call it that, through different vocalists and instrumentation. What I've spoken about and constantly talk about is rhythmic unison, because it's really playing a huge part here. Bass, the guitar, synthesizer, the drums all playing, really bringing it back in. And of course, I know the focus here really is the vocalists a lot, or especially when other people might be analyzing it. But what's amazing is that he's giving props to all these instrumentalists and going, this is why I chose them. This is why they work well together. President's back. Okay.
I guess it seems right in the mind of a cold machine. I'll fix every flaw, I'll break every law, I'll tear up the rule book if that's what it takes. You will see, I will crush this cold machine. This is not over, I am sure we'll find a way out of this desperate situation. This is not over, even if it all seems hopeless. For in the end we'll cry.
Layered. Yeah. Oh. Should be proud. At least he's honest. Who does? Who doesn't? Wow. And you know what? That real big build, that big build up with a guitar solo, with that other guitar as well, playing those chords at the end, that crescendo. The piano really had such a beautiful role, I guess, harmonic and somewhat rhythmic role in that. It's not often that you just put a piano, and we're talking acoustic, we're not talking keyboard piano sound, in with this level of rock, because this is not the same as, like, we know it's progressive, it's not the same as symphonic metal. We're using the tone color of the piano you can really get away with. It's left super exposed here among all the rock instruments, and all you really had otherwise was the cello and then the violin, which by the looks of it was electric anyway and modified or distorted in some way. So to be really having the only truly acoustic instrument apart from drums as piano here and cello, but really gives such a majestic feel, but is left open for vulnerability. Build, 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 straight back down. Lower pitch, lighter texture, and softer dynamics. Twiddling knobs on synths. Nice, straight back up. Nope, it's floor, isn't it? Oh, cool. Nice. Hasn't felt that long. Yeah, interesting. I think having... I mean, I can clearly see the intention here as well, that it's an introduction. And I think, this is one thing to listen to this as a individual piece of music, but then to listen to it as a whole album to get the feel musically and the storyline. Standalone, this means little because of the story. I'm not convinced that this is something I can just listen to as a standalone. I'm not convinced that this is something that I can listen to without going, these are all the reasons why these vocalists and instruments were chosen, storyline-wise, and to develop musically throughout the album. Is this the first track of the album? So it's the source? Is that what I'm looking at? Yep, so that would be right. Wow. That's epic. This is what you're going to do now. You're going to comment below and tell me if you've listened to this whole album. And if you have, you've obviously liked it. You're also going to comment below and tell me if you think this is something I should do as a live stream and listening, where we can all kind of discuss what's going on. And I'll be taking guidance from you, because on a first listening, I don't know as much as you do from many listenings. That's your goal right now. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time.